Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kristen with Monarch Plans, and in today's video I will be unboxing and going through the items in ERIN CONDREN's Fall 2020 Seasonal Surprise Box. I received this a little bit ago. I just haven't had a chance to film it, so I know there's a ton of videos out there, but I still wanted to show my subscribers what exactly was in this box, my thoughts on what the items were and their value, and really just kind of discuss from here going forward how I think these surprise boxes are going. So the box is beautiful itself. You know, the box on the outside is really beautiful. It always bothers me that they just like stick a giant label on it. And I know you can buy like extra items and get a bigger box, but I just didn't have anything else that I really wanted to order. So I have the box. I'll see if I can remove the label and remove the tape, but I don't really know. It might be just something I use to like gift something to someone later this year. I don't know, but the box is beautiful. I keep on going back and forth on like the color scheme. So you'll see the inside of the box is very similar to the outside in terms of the color scheme with like the purples and everything like that. And I do really like it, but I feel like purple, like lighter purple like this ends up being a little bit more like springy. And the feel of the box doesn't necessarily feel like fall to me, but I guess I understand like what they were going for. So let me move this out of the way actually, because it's a little bit hard to like open the box and not like hit my camera and all that stuff. So let me move this over to the side and I will open it up and I will show you what is on the inside. One thing I will show you is here is the inside of the box. It says fall is proof that change is beautiful. I think that that is really pretty. I would almost consider flipping this box inside out because it is like a reversible box. So I might do that. We'll just see. But one thing I'd like to note about my box is I didn't receive one of those little cards that talks about what is in the box and how much each of the things is worth. So I have gathered information from like a few different sources on what the prices of everything are and like what's exclusive and what isn't. So I won't be able to show it to you, but I will be able to tell you what it is, and then I will list it in the description box below. So that's one thing that I thought was a little weird is I didn't receive that, and I think that that's like a really important part of the box because I like to know what is an exclusive, what is a sneak peek, and then how much they're saying everything is worth, because sometimes I agree and sometimes I disagree. So let's just get started. The first thing here that I see is this decorative tape runner, and it says asterisk on it, and on the back it looks like it has a little like design thing. I think that this could be kind of cool. I'm not sure if this is like how they're going to be doing most of their washi tapes going forward in terms of like, you know, usually they just sell the washi tape. So I don't know if maybe they'll be doing that. It is pretty thin, like the little tape looks pretty thin. And it has this like little removable cover. So I think this is pretty cool. It'd be cool to see what other tapes they put in these dispensers. This is a sneak peek. So, the tape dispenser is a sneak peek and it is worth $7. So I'm assuming they'll be putting some other designs up on their website at some point soon. Let me go through, I'll test this out in a few minutes because I don't have a piece of paper handy right now, but I will in a few minutes. So I will test this out and show you what it looks like. The next thing I see here on the top are these two items. They're foldable ornaments. So I don't know how I feel about these. These are also a sneak peek. They're $8. I don't know if they're like $8 together or $8 separately. If they're $8 separately, no. Like there's no way that I would buy these, regardless how cute they are, because I am like 99% positive you could find something pretty similar at like the dollar store around the holidays. And I don't quite understand why these are in the fall box. I believe the winter box comes out like in, I'd like to say maybe December or possibly in January. So it makes sense that maybe they're getting into like a couple holiday things right now. Sorry, I'm just like putting this together to see if I can figure this out. But at the same time, like I want more fall stuff. Like I'm not ready for ornaments. And So the quality is good. It has like magnets to, you know, to keep it together. It has glitter on the outside that is getting everywhere. But I think you'd just, I guess, hang these somewhere. I don't think they would really go on a tree. But I mean, it is cute. It's like a brownish gray color. So I guess kind of matches the box actually, like the surprise box outside. And then this other one just looks like it's a plain circle, just like this little turquoise circle thing. And so you can see that there's like magnets here. So that's how it connects. So I guess that's kind of nice in terms of like, you don't have to get out any glue or anything like that. But yeah, oops, that didn't stick at all. I just don't really know what I would use these for. And since there's only 2 of them, I would be almost like forced to buy more of them, just since there's 2. I don't really think that there's, I don't know, it's like not enough to decorate with. So I don't really know. I feel like it is a sneak peek, like I mentioned. What I think they're trying to do is advertise these before the winter season hits. So then they have like a, you know, people that are wanting them before they debut, maybe before the next seasonal surprise box. That's why they were included in this one. That's what I assume. I think it's just kind of like a good marketing thing for them to put it out probably earlier than it needed to be. So anyways, I think these are okay. I'm getting glitter everywhere, so I'm going to move these out of the way. The next thing in the box are these pens, and it says gel pens set of 3. And let's see here. They aren't retractable. It looks like they just have the cap on them. I think, and it doesn't say like what color they are. Maybe they're like purple, blue, and dark blue. I would hope so. Like, I think it'd be cool to have different colors. And then these are a sneak peek, and they will be sold for $9.50. So, I mean, I think that's, I guess, okay for ERIN CONDREN, but I don't know if I would pay that much for pens. It depends, I guess, like on what colors they are. So let me test this out really quickly. So I have the purple one here, and they are black. That one is black. Okay, it looks like they're all black pens. So I like the outside of them, like the colors are really cool, but the fact that they're just black, I don't know if that, I don't know. I feel like I could find pens that I like for cheaper than that, not $9.50. And I don't know if I'm a fan of pens that have like a cap, because I tend to like lose things on my desk sometimes. So, I do like how this writes. So that's good, but I just, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see what else, you know, it is a sneak peek, so we'll see what else they come out with. But these are pretty good in terms of how they write. I just don't know if they write well enough to spend that much money on them. Let me really quickly, when I have this pad out, test this little dispenser. Okay, so this is pretty cute. They're very like vibrant colors, so that's kind of cool. They're a little bit shiny. I don't know if you can see that. There's like some shine to them. They are cute. It's like rainbow and everything. They're spaced okay. I feel like they're kind of spaced a little weird in terms of like not centered. There's like some gaps every once in a while, but that's okay. I mean, I would literally just be like decorating my daily with these, everything like that. So actually this is really cute. It'll be really interesting to see what other patterns they come out with down the road. So that is pretty cool. Let's see, the next thing in the box is this. And just to mention, I have unwrapped the things in the box. So most of the things, you know, some things I didn't open, but then like this, I unwrapped it because I just don't like dealing with like the plastic wrap on camera. So there's this. It doesn't say what it is on the outside. I think it said it like on the packaging maybe, but they are these little Hexagon sticky notes, and they're kind of like vellum. It feels like they're very like thin, and I think they're see-through. I'd be a little bit worried about, just by the feel of them, about like what pen I would use on here. I also don't really understand this packaging, like why. I mean, I get that it needs to have like a background, but I don't know why this is just like free plastic. So I would have to figure out like how to get these to stay in my planner or how I'm going to store these. So they're not like falling off of this card. I'll probably just like glue them or something. I don't know, but very interesting. These sticky notes are also a sneak peek. They are $6.50, and I feel like you get quite a few sticky notes. I think they're pretty good. But I don't know if I would pay $6.50, especially if I can't like write on them very well with like a regular pen. I tend to not like to carry around like a ton of pens if I'm going out and about with my planner, but if I'm just sitting at my desk, yeah, I can use like a Sharpie or something like that, so that should be fine. But these are pretty cute. It'll be interesting to see, like I mentioned, they're a sneak peek, so I'm sure they'll come out with other like colors or designs or shapes, and it'll be interesting to see what others they do end up releasing. The next thing, I also unwrapped these. So there are 3, it looks like just cards. So there's like an envelope on the back, and the envelope is like a shiny silver. So it's very, very pretty. It's pretty good quality, I think, because usually I think you just get like a matte envelope. But the first one is like this, the paisley that's on the box, which I kind of like it. I don't know. It's not my favorite design, but that one is okay. The next one is this one that says Hello Friend on it. It's like kind of this tie-dye blue, dark blue, also with a silver envelope. And then the last one is this Keep Your Head Up, Keep Your Heart Strong. And it has kind of the paisley, but it's in silver with purple, again with a silver envelope. So these are really pretty. I actually think these are good. Even the one with the pattern I don't necessarily like, I would still use it. So I like these. They definitely like match the vibe of the box. They're full-size cards. So I think previously in some boxes we've gotten like smaller little note card type cards. So these are full size. So that's kind of nice too. These are an exclusive for the seasonal surprise box. So these will not be available on the website. They are saying the value is $10, and I think I would kind of agree with that. I mean, generally a card this size in the grocery store is like $3 or something. So, you know, ERIN CONDREN tends to be like a little bit more expensive for their stationery. So I guess the $10 makes sense. I could imagine that though these are an exclusive, I could imagine them making other versions of full-size cards and putting them up. I don't know that for sure, but I know in the past, even some exclusives of the seasonal surprise box have appeared in like on their site, like in a different color or like just slightly different. So it would be interesting to see if they do end up coming out with something that's like a full-size card that has some type of design, something like that. So the next thing, sorry, I just knocked something off my desk. The next thing is this cover. And so this cover is also an exclusive of the box. It says the best time for new beginnings is now. And let me take this out of the plastic because I think sometimes there's like a glare. So this is, as I mentioned, an exclusive for the seasonal surprise box. This is pretty. I am looking and it looks like the foiling on it is like a little, I don't know. It's not like the most even foiling, which I mean, it's a cover that came in the box. So it's not like I'm super, super picky, but if I were like buying this, I would maybe reach out to them, but I'm not super picky about my covers. But it says the best time for new beginnings is now. It's this like pretty purple kind of tie-dye looking background, and then the back is just like the plain background. The value of this is at $13, which is generally what they charge for their foiled covers, so that makes sense. This is an exclusive, so this will not be on the website, but I think this is like a really good cover, but it's kind of can be used at any point. It's not like a fall specific cover. So I like it and I'll use it, but it's not specifically something that I would necessarily only use in the fall time. I could probably use it at any point, which is nice, but at the same time, I buy the fall box because I really, really love fall. And I would have liked something that was like a little bit more festive. So that's when I say like, oh, the purples and stuff, like this kind of spring is like spring to me, like the purples and like the whites and the silvers and everything like that. I tend to think of fall as like a little bit darker purple or like a little bit kind of like moodier tones than like a pastel purple. So I do like it. It's just like maybe not something I would specifically use for fall time. This is something I don't really understand all that much, but this is it's an eraser, a huge eraser. I haven't opened this yet, so let me do that really quickly so I can just kind of feel it. This thing is like huge, and I don't know many people that use pencils in their day-to-day. I don't know many people that use pencils in their planners. I guess this could be good like if you do have kids, and I'm sorry, this is like not coming apart or not easy to open at all. But I can imagine if you have like kids or something like that, or like you're teaching from home, but that's not the whole population, or at least it's like, you know, the demographic, I guess maybe is a lot of people that are teaching from home, but there's a lot of people that aren't, and a lot of people don't use pencils. Like I know I use a pen only in my planner. So this thing's big. This thing's like as big as my hand, and I don't know. The eraser is an exclusive of the box, and it's worth $6.50 is what they're saying. And I mean, okay, I guess, but I'm not quite sure if I would spend that much on this. I'm trying to see if I have a pencil handy, and I do have one. Sorry if you can see me reaching, but I wanted to test this out for you. So I have like a mechanical pencil on my desk. Let me just grab the little notepad that I used before. And let's see how this erases. Cause like, honestly, if this is a really good eraser, then like, okay, sure, that's fine. But I'm not quite sure. I'm not like a connoisseur of erasers. So, I mean, it's pretty good. It's not like the best eraser I've used. You can still kind of see it, see what I erased, but I mean, that kind of happens with most erasers. So yeah, I don't know. This is like one of those things where I'm like, it's an exclusive, and I'm like, okay, I really wish we would have gotten like a different exclusive, because this is just a little bit confusing. I will say the colors are really pretty. I do like the colors. It's just like a very large item. Maybe it'd be okay if it was like smaller or something like that, but I don't think that I would like even get through this thing in my like entire life. So yeah, I don't know, that's like a little bit confusing. This next item, they are the sticker sheets that usually come with the surprise boxes. So there's usually some type of sticker that comes. I love these stickers. Love these stickers. Like honestly, these are absolutely beautiful. I really love this large one. Like I wish they would do more of those, because I feel like I can decorate something with this. These look also like they're the clear kind of like vellum stickers. They're not like super thick or anything. So I feel like they're like really easy to use, and they're thin. So they're not going to take like, you know, make your planner too thick if you use a bunch of them or anything like that. So I really, really like these. And in this case, like I think that these match, but they use like a lot of like blues and like the darker pinks and like the darker browns and stuff like that. It wasn't all just like the purple color. And you can see on here, the purple isn't like a bright purple. So you can see when I'm saying like the colors, especially of this cover that they gave us, are a little different. Like the purple is definitely darker. There's some like little leaves and stuff that are lighter, but I don't know. I like these colors though for fall, and I really like these sticker sheets. The stickers though are an exclusive. They always come with a surprise box, and they are worth $5.50, which I do really like them. I don't know if I would spend $5.50 on just these stickers alone. But I tend to be like a little bit cheap with my stickers in terms of like what I'm willing to spend on them, just because I can only use them once. So the last thing, and this is something that most people have seen as like a sneak peek on the ERIN CONDREN website at one point, was this little Padfolio. It says, "Let's get it done." And you can see it's like a dark blue leather. It's really good quality. It feels really nice on the outside. And then when you open this, and let me move the box out of the way just so it's not in the way, but when you open it, you see there are a couple different notepads. There's a weekly pad. So this is actually really nice. One thing I'll note is these are just notepads. They're not like sticky. None of them are sticky. And these notepads on the sides are the same, but you can remove them, which is one thing. I think you could probably buy notepads or sticky notepads from ERIN CONDREN and replace these if you wanted. I'm not sure if there's like a standard size for these that you could buy and replace. So essentially it would just be like a little folio that you could end up reusing and replacing things as you need to. But I think this is pretty cool. I am not quite sure how I would use it. I know that like kind of my main thought was like a meal planning with grocery lists, or like cleaning with some type of list. I don't know. There's a lot of different things you could do, but that's like it's a lot of list space and planning space, probably a little bit more than I need on like a weekly basis. So very interesting. I might use these like little lists on the sides like by themselves, and just keep them as like little notepads on my desk or something like that. But this would also be like a really great gift, but I also really like it. So I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm like, I really, really like it. So I don't want to gift it, but at the same time, like, I don't know what I would use this for. But it is kind of like the big ticket item of the box. So I don't know, but I do really like it. I love the color. I love that it's like the dark blue. It's really, really pretty, and it feels really nice. I think that's kind of the biggest thing, is it feels good. So this was a sneak peek. That's the other thing I need to add. A sneak peek, it's worth $28, which I guess I could see it being worth that. One thing I will note is these are like a hard paper. So I would worry that at some point with some continued use, this might like tear or something like that, especially if you're like putting in new notepads constantly. You know, anything like that. And also it would be worth $28 if you could get refills of these, which I imagine you probably could. So at that point, you're just essentially paying for like the folio. So, I mean, that, I think it's an okay price for that. But yeah, so let's see here. Let me gather all of the things that I have talked about. We have all the cards. We have our giant eraser, pens, and I'm sorry, you'll probably be able to see a glare from my lights. And then the last couple things, we have the tape, and then we have these like ornament things. So these are all the items from the box. Sorry, I'll move like the packaging. I have like packaging everywhere. But these are the items. So we have the ornaments, the pens, the tape runner, the eraser, the cards, the sticky notes, the stickers, and the cover behind there, and then the Padfolio. So this was overall, I think, a pretty good box in terms of like, I would use most of these things. And you know, they'll get used, but they wouldn't necessarily be things that I would buy from ERIN CONDREN on their own, especially the sneak peeks. Like, I'm hesitant about the pens just because they're black. The only special thing is they are like colored on the outside, but I think I could find cheaper versions of these somewhere else. This would be really cute. It really depends on the pattern that they come out with, but I think this is adorable. I would possibly buy this. The sticky notes are great. I, again, just worry about like the type of pen you'd have to use. So that's one thing, is I always try to just find things that I can use like one pen and not have to worry about hunting around for like a special permanent marker. And the rest of the stuff is really exclusive other than the Padfolio. So the Padfolio is great, like I mentioned. I think I could definitely use that, but it's just like too much when I already have a planner and I already have a system for like making to-do lists. So I think it'd be a really great gift though, you know, and someone can use it however they would like to. So it's really nice quality for a relatively good price in terms of like with the leather and everything like that. And then the last thing are these ornaments that are exclusives, and it depends on if they come in a set. And I guess if I saw them, like if I saw someone else using them in a certain way then that I really liked, then maybe they'd be worth it, but I just can't envision them right now. And I was thinking like, oh, maybe I'll put them in my office, like I can hang them like in front of the window, but it would require a lot of them. And I don't know if I'm willing to pay like $8 multiple times for just these when I might be able to just grab some from like the dollar store. So really depends. I think it just, if someone ends up having like a creative use for them, then maybe it might be worth it. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know there are so many other videos out there of unboxings and people's opinions, but I really appreciate you stopping by and watching my video to see kind of my thoughts on the different products and whether I've used them, how I'm going to use them, what I think of them. It's just very nice when people care about what you think. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to reach out. But other than that, I hope you have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.